What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Mr.CompBookC here, back with another video for you guys. And another, not necessarily midnight, but I guess another recording / video or whatever you want to call it. But yeah. Don't typically got any topics right now, but hey, I'm just here and I thought, hey, I think maybe it'd be a good time to record while I still have some time. So, at the moment, I just applied, I'm doing this exam for this job that I'm supposedly might get. And to be very honest, I'm not really sure if I'm really that interested to really get. I was just, if you guys remember my previous video, I'm just kind of doing what my family suggests that I do. A lot of times I'm just kind of figuring out, like, you know, what is a better way to, like, go through in my life at the moment. But it's like I tend to find myself in situations where I feel like maybe this would work or maybe that would work, and usually in the midst of it I'd be like, I don't know if this is really for me. So I'm always indecisive. I'm always flip-flopping. I'm not really putting 100%. Because I kind of did that in my previous job, and I just kind of fell face flat. And I'm just kind of just trying to make sure that I'm not putting too much onto it, and not expecting to necessarily, you know, not get it or whatever. But just at the moment, I'm just kind of exhausted a little bit, not gonna lie. Sometimes it's kind of hard to just think about the positives of what you have in your life when you're so caught up on the little things and you feel like you're not doing much. And I end up feeling like that a lot. And I end up just kind of figuring out, especially with these past couple of videos and stuff, that maybe I should just make this into like maybe a diary or something. I know that sounds so weird and so stupid, but I don't know. I'm trying to figure out life, and I don't think anyone even has that answer to begin with. I think you just kind of go with the flow and just do whatever you can to sustain yourself. Because at the end of the day, at least for myself, all I want is just like, at least for myself, some form of, like, a normal. When I say normal, I mean in the context of, like, you know, I don't even know myself. You know, I ask myself that question all the time. I want a normal life, but then and when I think about it a little bit more, I don't even know what I think. I don't even know what I'm talking about half the fucking time. I'm just wandering aimlessly, just trying to throw whatever dart that I have in my hand and see if it fits. And I think that's just kind of how life is. Maybe that's the answer of it. You just kind of throw a dart and just see where it lands and just see if it works. And if it doesn't, you just move on to the next one, and the next one, and the next one, until you find something that works. I kind of thought about it a little bit, about this whole YouTube thing, and I do find interest in YouTube, but it's so weird to see, like, how publicized people's personal lives and drama, all for the sake of other people's dismay and stuff. And that's kind of been the internet for, like, damn near decades. But you can even say that with entertainment in general. It's kind of hard to see just, like, people who take time out of their day to do stuff like that, I guess. There's the crickets again. I don't know if y'all gonna be able to hear that, but there they are. I guess, you know what? I'll talk about what made me inspired to actually kind of do this type of stuff, as weird as it sounds. I guess anyone could really recall from, like, back in, like, the early 2010s when people were, like, doing a lot of, like, dual commentary videos, and they'll just have, like, gameplay playing in the background, or, like, they'll talk about, like, a certain topic, and they'll talk about, like, certain things about their life or crazy story. But it's like, I'm only 21. I honestly don't have a lot of crazy things to really say. I'm kind of boring. I'm just an ordinary guy, just like everybody else. I'm just a guy with problems just like everybody else. But I'm hoping that maybe I could find a balance between work life and my real life. But I also kind of want, like, as weird as it sounds, like an escape. A lot of times that as far as I've been in my life right now, it kind of feels like a alternate timeline. Like, this isn't the life that I wanted to live. Like, I honestly thought in the beginning of the year that I finally had everything all figured out, and then 3 months later, that wasn't the case. And I guess I'm a firm believer of anything can happen. And that's for the good, that's for the bad. You can interpret it any type of way. All that matters is that anything can happen. And I think especially for the time that we're living at this moment, we're living in a moment in our time where there's so many things going on at such a short amount of time that we forget sometimes, like, history is, like, unfolding right in front of us, and we don't really stop and think about it. Honestly, I just feel kind of tired. I feel exhausted. Like, I'm just tired of playing this game of life. The qualms of what people's and societal expectations and all these things. You're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that, you know. But I'm just a kid complaining. There's a lot of times where I end up just being like, why am I doing this? Why am I putting up videos? Why am I recording all this shit? But it's like, I don't know, maybe someone might actually take some of the things that, and I think I prefaced this on the previous video where I'm just like, maybe someone will take this and be like, oh shit, there's someone like me right now going through shit as well. And I don't think we really have a lot of people like that, where people can just personally connect to somebody else who is just as, I don't know, just the same person as them. Like, when you look at other people on the internet and other people on YouTube, they were at a point where they're in the same position as you, where they're just living their life and just trying to figure out what the fuck they were trying to do. But I think for the longest time since I was a kid, I've always wanted to do YouTube. And I just never really knew how to. And the truth is that you just kind of need to make stuff on your own. You just kind of need to, like, the shortcuts and things that you might find easier for yourself might be harder for somebody else. And truth be told, my last thumbnail that I made, I was like, here's a fun little, I guess this is a little story. I was trying to figure out how to make thumbnails, I think it was like 2-3 days ago, and I was looking at programs on my Windows and PC and trying to figure out what type of program would be easier for me to be able to record and stuff, but not necessarily record, but actually just trying to figure out what to do and how to actually make thumbnails. And then I just ended up realizing, like, why don't I just use Snapchat? I've done weird, dumb photos before on that, and I don't even use it as a social media platform anymore. I just use it to fucking make stupid memes and send it to my friends. So I was like, oh, why not? And that's kind of how, I used to just make dumb meme videos for my friend group all the time. I would say it started back in like 2020 when I did that. And that was also the same time when I figured out how to use Adobe Premiere and Rush. And it was just all on my phone. And I honestly thought, like, maybe I needed, like, a PC or a computer to, like, really know how to, like, make proper videos. But the truth is, it's just, like, you just got to use whatever you have. And I think that's, like, the best advice you could ever get, especially if you're trying to do something like this, if you're ever trying to do YouTube. But I don't know. I think that's probably the best thing to go off of. Just use what you have and just see what works. And if it works, it works. And if it doesn't, then try something else, I guess. There's not necessarily a point for me to make this. I just wanted to make this and just put this out and just put something out, you know? But you know what? Yeah, maybe you guys might, or whoever watches this video or listens to this video, maybe you guys might have any, not necessarily pointers, but maybe there might be some things that you might find easier to use, a program or a software that you might use for YouTube that other people may not agree with you and say, like, oh, I don't really use that because I use this and that. I think everyone just has their own way of doing shit. That's just like in life. Everyone has their own way of surviving and coping. But I think that's about it for the most part. I don't think I really got much else to say, but I hope everyone else, whoever is listening to this, hopefully they're doing okay. And if they're not, just know that it will somehow. You just have to give yourself time. I think that's about it for today. Damn, 12 minutes. That's a new record. I'll catch y'all later. It's your boys, Mr.CompBookC, signing out.